Which of the following graphs represent the system of equations below? So we're given two equations, and to begin, let's put each equation into slope-intercept form. So for the top equation, we would get y equals 5/3 x plus 8/3. And the second equation, we get y equals a negative 2x minus 1. So if you remember, in our slope-intercept form, we have y equals mx plus b. And our b is representing our y-intercept. So if we look at each equation, we know that one line is going to intercept at 8/3, which is the same as 2 2/3, and one is going to intercept at -1. So we can begin by going through each of these graphs and looking to see which ones intercept at 2 2/3 and which ones intercept at -1. So in this first graph here, we notice that we seem to intercept at a -1 here, and it looks like this one is at about 2 2/3 up here. So that is a possibility still. Now if we go down to the second graph, notice that it looks like this intercepts at a -2 here. So we know automatically this is not a possibility. Now at this graph up here, again it looks like it intercepts at a -1 and approximately 2 2/3. So this is also a possibility. Going down to the next one, it looks like it intercepts at 0. So again, this is not a possibility. And up here, it looks like it intercepts, the intercept is around 2 and 4. So again, this would not be a possibility. So we're left with two possible graphs. So now we want to go and look at the slope, which is m. So we have a slope of 5/3 and a slope of -2. So on the line, on this first graph here, let's look at the line that intersects the y-axis at -1. It must go down 2 and over 1. So we look to see, we pick this point here, and as it goes down 2, it also goes over 1. So we know the slope of that line is correct with a -2. So now we want to look at the line that has the y-intercept of 8/3, and it must go, as it rises 5, it must go over 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, 2, 3. So this is a possible solution. And to make sure that's correct, we just want to check the other possible graph over here to see that it doesn't work. So looking at the line that has the y-intercept of -1, it should have a slope of -2. So as it goes down 2, it should go over 1. However, we notice that it actually goes over 2. So this is not the correct solution. So the solution is A.